The history of ancient Egypt is a story filled with wonder, mystery, and incredible achievements. Imagine a civilization thriving for thousands of years, building some of the most recognizable structures in the world, the pyramids, and laying the foundations for many aspects of modern society. How did this ancient culture flourish in the middle of the desert, and why does it still captivate us today? Let's start with the Nile River, often called the gift of the Nile. This mighty river wasn't just a water source, it was the lifeline of ancient Egypt. Its annual floods enriched the soil, creating fertile land perfect for farming. This natural cycle allowed the Egyptians to grow crops like wheat and barley, feeding a growing population and supporting one of the world's first agricultural societies. Without the Nile, there might never have been an Egypt. Now, consider this. Over 5,000 years ago, two separate regions of Egypt, known as Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north, were unified by a king named Narmer. This unification marked the beginning of ancient Egypt as we know it. Narmer's accomplishment was symbolized by a unique double crown representing the two lands he ruled. Think of it as one of history's first examples of political unity, a groundbreaking idea at the time. Fast forward a few centuries to the era of the pyramids, specifically the Great Pyramid of Giza. Built around 4,500 years ago, this architectural marvel still puzzles experts today. How did they move those massive stones without modern machinery? Some historians believe ramps were used, while others think a series of sledges and clever engineering tricks made it possible. Either way, the result is astonishing. A structure so precise that its sides align almost perfectly with the cardinal points of a compass. But ancient Egypt wasn't just about grand monuments. Their daily lives were fascinating too. Most Egyptians were farmers who worked the land and paid taxes in the form of grain. They lived in mud brick homes, cooked simple meals, and had a strong sense of community. Even leisure time was important. People played board games like Senet, an ancient precursor to modern games. Religion played a central role in their culture. The Egyptians believed in a complex system of gods and an afterlife where their hearts would be weighed against a feather to determine their fate. To prepare for this journey, they built elaborate tombs and mummified their dead. The process of mummification wasn't just a spiritual act, it was also an incredible scientific achievement, preserving bodies for thousands of years. Here's a surprising fact. Ancient Egyptian women had more rights than many of their contemporaries. They could own property, run businesses, and even become pharaohs. One of the most famous examples is Hatshepsut, a powerful queen who ruled as a king. Her reign was marked by prosperity and stunning architectural projects, including her famous mortuary temple. However, no empire lasts forever. Ancient Egypt faced invasions, internal strife, and eventually fell to foreign powers like the Greeks and Romans. By the time Cleopatra, the last active ruler of ancient Egypt, reigned, the civilization had already experienced significant decline. Yet, even after its fall, Egypt's legacy endured. The Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1799, became the key to deciphering their mysterious hieroglyphs, unlocking secrets that had been hidden for centuries. What can we learn from ancient Egypt today? Their story teaches us the power of adaptation, innovation, and resilience. They turned a harsh desert into a thriving civilization and left behind a cultural heritage that continues to inspire awe and curiosity. Next time you see a pyramid or read about the Nile, think about the ingenuity and determination of the people who made it all possible. So, what part of ancient Egypt fascinates you the most? Is it the towering pyramids, the rich mythology, or the tales of powerful rulers? Ancient Egypt's story is like a time machine, taking us back to a world that's both vastly different from ours and strikingly familiar in its humanity.